interviewing Bethany today. Let's get started.
Okay.
What about this industry are you most interested in?
I would say I'm most interested in learning the business model for running a franchise food service business.
Lovely. How much experience do you have with this type of role?
I have 7 years of customer service experience, ranging in roles between waitress up to assistant manager.
Good, good. How would you describe yourself using 3 words?
I would describe myself as being resilient, self motivated, and disciplined.
Good word choice. What is an example of circumstances in which you thrive while working?
I thrive working in environments with high stress levels, usually when there are a lot of tasks expected for me to complete.
Hey, excuse me. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself completing my bachelor's degree in education and pursuing a career as a teacher.
Do you work best individually or within a team setting, and why?
I would say that I work best independently, though I also work really well in a team setting. I usually prefer to exceed the expectations placed on me, and I know that not everybody tends to feel that way, so that's why I say I work best independently.
Good answer. How do you balance your responsibilities when you're stressed?
I would say that I'm able to best balance my responsibilities when I break them down into simpler tasks and then focus on the next task at hand rather than looking at all of the tasks that I need to do. And I feel like by doing it this way, I'm able to prevent myself from getting overwhelmed and then failing.
That's fair. As a member of this team, how will you contribute to the overall success?
I would like to contribute to the overall success by creating an environment that's very welcoming and attracts more business while also adding to higher levels of customer satisfaction.
Good, good. Give me an example of a situation in which a customer was not satisfied and how did you handle it?
I would say it would have to be an interaction that I had with a customer where she was misinformed about a product that she ordered and she was very upset. And she was under the impression that she had paid for a different product and was given something that was not what she wanted. And so I spoke with her and I gave her a sample of the product that she did purchase. And she actually loved the product and decided against having a refund and decided to accept that product instead.
Good. Little food waste. In what way do you hope to grow by becoming a member of this team?
I hope that I'm able to grow my skills professionally while also learning meaningful skills that I can carry to other aspects of my life.
How important is customer service to you?
Customer service is very important to me because I feel that it affects every area of a person's life. And in some way, we all serve each other. And I think that customer service really teaches us how to better connect with the people around us and how to meet the needs of both people.
What are the top skills that a leader should have?
A leader should be compassionate. They should have very good interpersonal skills. They should really be able to communicate effectively and clearly with their team while also their upper management, as well as being reliable.
Good. Tell me about a time that you disagreed with member of management, and how did you handle it?
A time that I disagreed with a member of management would probably be an instance in which there was a problem and my manager had come up with a solution that she thought was the best fit, but I noticed a different solution that was more effective, and I thoroughly explained why I believe my solution would be the better alternative and why I believed it was the better option. And I let my manager make the ultimate decision, which she agreed with me and decided to go with my solution.
Lovely. What is the most important lesson you have learned throughout your career?
I would say the most important lesson that I've learned throughout my career would be to act with integrity and to also document all that you do. I think that having a paper trail to show your hard work that you've put into a job is very important because as you grow, people might try to take away from your hard work and success, and I think it's very important to be able to show all that you've contributed.
If a customer asks you a question that you are unsure of, what actions would you take to make sure that the customer leaves satisfied?
I would first apologize to the customer for my lack of knowledge, and I would first apologize to them, and then I would offer to find somebody who could answer those questions for them. And then I would do my best to connect them with the correct resources to make sure that they leave happy.
Have you ever dealt with a customer policy that you did not agree with, and how did you handle that?
I have. I've had to enforce policies that I didn't exactly agree with. I've politely discussed with the customer why that policy applies and how they can best handle that situation in the future.
What decisions are the most difficult for you to make, and what steps do you take to make it?
I would say the most difficult decisions for me to make would be those that cause me to choose between myself and others. I often really have to consider the long-term effects of the decision to really decide how it will affect my life and what direction I should go in.
What are your most proud accomplishments and why?
I am most proud of my dedication to my job and my ability to be promoted fairly quickly.
Why did you leave your last job?
Due to my education, I wanted to pursue a degree in education and I needed to move in order to attend school.
Good decision. When is it appropriate to offer a discount to a customer?
It's appropriate to offer a discount when an issue arises that is out of the customer's control and the company is at fault. I believe that if a customer experiences an issue that disrupts their normal, the typical service that they should receive, then they should also receive a discount. I believe it's the company's responsibility to make sure each customer leaves satisfied with their service.
If two of your co-workers are in a disagreement that is affecting their work, what actions would you take to resolve the issue?
The best way for me to handle a conflict between two of my coworkers would be to discuss the issue with a member of management first, and then do my best to prevent the conflict from interfering with my work.
What experience do you have with POS systems and other technology within the food industry?
I have 7 years of POS experience, and I also have experience using softwares used for scheduling and marketing as well.
well-rounded. What is your favorite part of working in food service?
I would say my favorite part of working in food service would be creating that environment that is very welcoming and seeing the smiles of each of the customers' faces as they leave.
How can we as a company contribute to your long-term success?
I think the best way to contribute to my long term success would be to provide resources that allow me to grow both professionally and personally.
Fair. How often do you update your knowledge of food safety regulations and food service practices?
I update my knowledge of food safety regulations regularly. I feel that it's very important to be aware of the proper way to serve food, at what temperatures to serve food, to prevent foodborne illnesses.
Well, that looks like all the questions I have. This concludes our interview.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you. Peace out.